So a popular video that I uploaded last year was this device, which allows you to basically shop on Amazon, watch YouTube videos, download videos directly to this device, which allows you to stream it all in your vehicle display. Well, it's been 1 year now. I want to make a follow-up video on how amazing this device is, because right now we are driving a new 2027 Kia Telluride, and it's able to support this. As long as your vehicle is not strictly 100% wireless for Android Auto or a CarPlay, this device will work for your car, turning your boring display into a full operating system with no limitations. Let me elaborate. So, as always, timestamps are in the description down below for your pleasure. So by simply taking this device, using a USB-C to USB-C or USB-A to USB-C, just hook it up to your device, wait a couple of seconds, and in no time, it will connect. And the cool thing is, right now I have an iPhone on me. I'm using my Android to record, but it supports both Android Auto as well as CarPlay. And in real time, you're seeing how quickly it takes to load up. And yes, you do have your speedometer right there, because it does have a built-in GPS. So right now it's connecting to wireless CarPlay. So it could also convert your non-wireless CarPlay to a wireless CarPlay device, as well as Android Auto. And just like that, it made the chime that we are connected. That's a little custom chime note. I covered that in my tips and tricks video right there for CarPlay. But we do have CarPlay icons right here, and a much larger display than you will see on any vehicle. Because traditionally this car only had 2 rows. Thanks to that device, we actually have 3. And then of course you continue having your widget page right here. We could also go ahead and toggle through and customize, of course. But if we exit out of here and go back to this page and select our car menu, we have a different infotainment screen. Here, not only does it have built-in GPS, I can just rely on this. I can monitor my speed. But if I select all apps right here, you can see I also have Google Chrome, Media Gallery, APK installer, if I like to download like some third-party apps that are not supported on Android Auto or the Apple App Store. My contacts, Bluetooth streaming, Apple Music even. Oops, I accidentally tapped home. And I could even play Xbox games, although it doesn't work very well, but I do have my Xbox Pass right here. I can stream from my console onto this unit. But that's a little bit complicated, but basically just gives your vehicle a full Android operating system with 0 limitations. But when you're on this page, you do need to activate your mobile hotspot on your device and go into your Wi-Fi settings, internet, enable it. It will disconnect from CarPlay, but if your vehicle has built-in hotspot, you could solely rely on that. Or if you have a Starlink link dish on, you can also do that. But we are connected to my phone now. Now that this little box now have Wi-Fi. So by simply doing this, open all my apps, I could go into YouTube. And in no time, we have not Bluetooth, I meant to say YouTube. And as you can see, I can see my streams, the latest videos that were uploaded, including resume watching whatever I was recently watching on my computer. I can simply just hit play. And audio streaming works. Resolution, depending on the type of vehicle you're using, of course. It's very crisp, as you're witnessing right there. And if you like to maximize the screen, you can easily do so. Now, we are somewhat in a remote area, so I'm not sure, I wouldn't be surprised if reception isn't that great, but you could kind of get a picture. And if you like to, you could easily sign into Netflix, Hulu, as you see right there, even TikTok as well. Very easy, very straightforward. Because if you go into the Play Store, allow it to load, you have access to the complete Android App Store right here. So if there's more streaming services that get released and you like to install, you could easily do so. So the most recent one I could think of that I haven't yet installed is the Tubi app. Hit install, which I gotta say, Tubi is probably one of the most amazing app services out there right now. It's free, no membership is required. You can watch some classics like cartoons that we grew up with, like Ed and Eddie and such, as well as Courage, all for free. And they have some cool movies too. This is not a paid promotion by them, I swear. I just really do like Tubi. But now it's installed. Hit it open. Let's just hit skip for now. And just like that, we have access to a bunch of shows, movies, TV hits, which you can easily watch right here on your vehicle display. So while you're waiting for your spouse to get done shopping and you're stuck in the parking lot with the engine running and your kids, go ahead and launch some cartoon classics that's suitable for you and just tap play. Even lets you skip intro too. So even though Tubi was just now becoming a big hit, and even though this device has been out on the market for quite some time now, it continues receiving software updates to the point where this is not obsolete. But yeah, the app limitation is almost endless. It literally allows you to have a mobile device on your vehicle display and download whatever social media apps, Facebook, stream on Twitch, or watch streams on Twitch, HBO Max, Spotify, YouTube. And then if you like to hop back to CarPlay, simply just tap the auto kit and previously paired device will automatically launch. And you have CarPlay all over again. Now, it's normally not this laggy. It's just really laggy right now because it's pretty hot outside and this is in direct sunlight right now since the vehicle is not moving. But if you select on display and you like to customize the size or add like a float button in case you need a backtrack or go home or do voice commands, you can, as well as get back to the vehicle home page. But in desktop style, you can select style 1 or style 2. And then it will reboot the page and we'll give you this other layout if you want something more simplest between your apps, and that's it. If you don't want it to feature like a dashboard like CarPlay does. So it does have some customization freedom. And then if you select on original and select definition, if you lower the resolution, it'll make the whole UI system snappier too. If you notice, it's kind of laggy like ours is. So I lowered it a little bit more because that unit is overheating because of the sun, as I explained earlier. And just like an Android phone, if you go in system and then go down to more, it'll give you the additional Android settings, because this also has 102 gigs. So you can internally store more videos, movies and stuff like that, photos in this unit itself, because it does have a lot of hardware storage space, as you see right there. But if you go into display in text size, here you could adjust the size if you want the icons a little bigger. You can't customize that. So now if we go back into your unit right here, the icons, the apps are a little slightly bigger, easier to read. And even these apps over here got a little bit larger too. Again, you can tap this to have quicker shortcuts. It's like the old school home button on iPhone. You can move this around and it'll just fade away as soon as you're watching a video. And if you like to go shopping, you can launch Amazon. Amazon's right here. Go ahead and peruse while you're waiting. You can install Amazon Prime and watch The Boys or Invincible. You can even have Apple Music on here as well. If it's an app that you're constantly using on your mobile device, you'll find it here without a doubt, including YouTube Music. And you have your full web browser right here as well. You literally have the entire mobile device experience right here on your vehicle display with no limitations. But aside from that, just wanted to give you guys an update on how I'm still using this device. It's pretty awesome, and they still sell it to this very day on Amazon, and it just works. It is slightly expensive, but trust me, it's a lot better than replacing your entire vehicle entertainment system, especially from my experience. After doing the swap, some of the features that your car has will get buggy or just not work the same. This is a nice little walk around than having to take everything apart. And most of those like CarPlay mods typically cost like $1,000 if you want like a Tesla style display. I still think that's a better option than having to redo everything. Aside from that, there we have it. That is a quick follow-up to that CarPlay wireless box that I've been using, which allows me to watch videos on my vehicle display. If you'd like to watch more, maybe you'd like to check out that tips and tricks video on how I'm able to play that airplane chime whenever CarPlay connects to my vehicle, I cover that in greater detail in that video over there. Thank you so much for watching.